What's up, dudes and dudettes? My name is Swampwater. So my last video about Friday Night Funkin' got a decent amount of views, at least for my channel. And my Undertale video is taking longer than I expected, so today we'll be looking at the more popular Friday Night Funkin' mods, and ranking them from least super awesome to most super awesome. Now, none of these mods are bad, so don't think I'm crapping on these mods. They take dozens upon dozens of hours of hard work to be created, and I don't want it to seem like I don't love all the mods on this list, because even the ones on the bottom of the list are still masterpieces. Also, if your favorite mod doesn't appear on this list, comment down below one or more mods I should try, and if this video gets 50 likes, which is a lot for this channel, then I'll make a follow-up video on your suggested mods. Also, here's the ones that I'm going to be playing for this video, and they'll be linked in the description for anyone who wants to play at home. Anyways, enough delay. Let's jump straight into it. At the bottom of the list, we have Tord by bbpanzu. This mod is based on a cartoon web series called Ed's World, with Tord being the antagonist of the show. Sadly, the show ended because the creator died of cancer. But thankfully his show is more than dead. Still fun to watch to this day, and thanks to Ed's show we got this nice mod. One of my favorite parts about this mod is how the art style mimics what the show used to look like in its earlier days. If you don't like this, there is a remastered version that takes the mod to look a lot more cleaner and polished. Although, personally I prefer the original because it looks so much like the original cartoon. But you may be asking yourself, why is it ranked at the bottom if you like it? Well, the biggest issue is mainly how I didn't enjoy the music as much as other mods on this list, and it wasn't as engaging. But oh well, I don't think this will ever be fixed or really need to. It's a great mod, but the ones later on this list are even better. Next we have the Fancy Pants mod by Nix. Anyways, this mod is great. I grew up playing Fancy Pants World 2 on every school computer or laptop I could when I was younger, and seeing Fancy Pants in FNF was a delight to see. There's a few mods for Mr. Pants, however, this one was the one that caught my eye the most, and it definitely was worth my time. There's also a menu before you start filled to the brim with customizability options, and I don't know if the creator made this menu themselves, but if they did a good job. Also, some instruments are from the original Fancy Pants game series, which is pretty neat, but as with most things in life, there are some negatives. With the main thing being I don't like Fancy Pants' voice. It changes between song, and it kinda is a pain to listen to. I mean, in the very first track, it's literally the Roblox oof noise, which sounds like it would be funny, but it's actually kind of annoying. Oh well. If his voice was changed a bit, I'd say that this game would be easily higher on the list. In 10th place we have Miku by
evdial
and Gino X. Now I don't know too much about Hatsune Miku, but this mod made me smile throughout. Wait a minute, what is Witty doing here? Shouldn't he hate my guts or something? Ranking this mod was pretty hard because technically these tracks aren't made by the mod creators. They're actual tracks, but I decided to rank it higher than the other two because the last track startled me and I couldn't stop laughing.
3, 2, 1, go!
In 9th place we have a golf minigame by
evdial
and bbpanzu, aka the Tord mod creator and the Miku mod creator. And as the title suggests, it's golf. And despite being so detached from normal FNF gameplay, this is really fun and the art style looks spectacular. And don't try to deny it, this looks like Rhythm Fever. Also, despite this mod only using 2 of the 4 arrow keys and only has like 1 note at a time, I missed more shots than I assumed I would. Mostly the poses. Yeah, this mod has a swing button and a pose button, and you have to perform these moves on girlfriend's command. Also, yes, Witty's girl is your golf enemy? Anyways, after you complete the golf section, you play Endless, which I assumed it meant that it was an endless mode, but nope, that's just the name of the track. And hey, Miku's back! If it wasn't already obvious who made this mod, now it's even more obvious. And yeah, this golf session is a lot harder, but thankfully, at this point I got used to the controls, so it wasn't too bad. Great twist on the Friday Night Funkin' formula. In 8th place, we have Tricky by BandBuds. Now, unlike Fancy Pants and Ed's World, I never really watched the Madness Combat series. In fact, I avoided Newgrounds as a whole when I was younger. I grew up mostly with YouTube, Scratch, Kizai, and Friv. But about a year ago, I watched all the Madness Combat episodes, except for the .5 ones. I know it sounds silly, but I never was interested in the side characters. Oh, also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Madness Combat after you finish this video. Keep in mind, it's a Newgrounds animation series, so expect violence and gore. Anyways, in the series, there's a clown named Tricky, which, seems very hard to kill. Even when you knock him down, he kind of just Control plus Z's the situation, because killing him shouldn't be possible. So why not make a mod out of him? It's surprisingly not as tough of a mod as some of the other tracks so far, but I think that's better because sometimes difficult songs kind of say, yeah, I'm super powerful and stuff, so be intimidated, which is a little annoying. However, this mod isn't easy. Quite the opposite, actually. It's hard as balls, but not annoying hard. Also, I should be mentioning this more. The art in these mods look fantastic. They match the look of the places and feel very professional. Like, if I was told this mod was made by Crinkles himself, creator of Madness Combat, I would probably believe you. In 7th place, we have the Hex mod. Okay, the story is that boyfriend and girlfriend are chilling and wonder who boyfriend will have to challenge next. Then a cool looking robot dude named Hex pops out of nowhere and challenges you to rap, but it's for fun, not for glory. I must admit, I don't enjoy the art and music as much as the other tracks on this list, but the creativity of Hex's design and how this week has a story that isn't I have to challenge you, but rather I'd like to challenge you. Surprisingly a lot more interesting and unique in my opinion, because there's so many that go for the former rather than the latter. They spend a full day doing raps with no breaks, and obviously girlfriend and boyfriend are a little bit sleepy, but Hex is still full charge due to his solar panel. Now, I thought that boyfriend and girlfriend wanting to leave would make Hex mad and turn on them, you know, like all those robot tropes, you know, but nope. Due to rapping with boyfriend and girlfriend, Hex left his guard down and got infected with a computer virus, which is a lot more creative than my idea, and obviously rapping is the only way to destroy a virus, so it was time to demolish the virus in rap form. If only it were like this in real life. This battle is honestly really cool. The world is falling apart and glitching out, and mid-song the background even changes to this trippier one, and after a long hard battle the virus is removed. And one extra thing that was completely unnecessary but really cool is that when you beat all 4 tracks of the week, you unlock a special epilogue song via the free play menu. It's not a great song, but the fact it was even included as a special bonus makes the mod extra special. And yes, that means that this week has not 3, not 4, but 5 whole songs. In 6th place, we have the B-Sides mod. This pretty much is its own unique game. Every week has been completely redone with new remixed songs, new art, and 3 game modes. There's the B-Sides mode, which is the standard one. There's a flip mode where you play the opposite notes that the opponents play. And there's an easy mode for people like me who suck at games, but still want to have a fun time. Now, the art is pretty much just palette swap, so it's not that interesting. But, I mean, every song has been remixed with new catchy beats. And it's also a lot more tricky than the original game. So if you want to try Friday Night Funkin', but you're already god at rhythm games and you're just gonna blast through the game, then try doing the B-Sides mode instead. It might actually give you a challenge. And now we will be looking at the top 5 Friday Night Funkin' mods based off of my probably incorrect opinion. Yay! In 5th place we have the Minus mod. This is another case of taking a pre-existing game and modifying it. But what makes this mod extra unique is that Boyfriend is designed as he was on the health bar in the original release of the game. But not just Boyfriend has been changed, no. Everyone has a new look to them, which is supposed to look more beta-like. And this is more than just a palette swap, no. Every character has been completely remade. And look at Girlfriend on week 4, she's so adorable. Is that a fishnet? It's getting hot in here. I mean, as you may have noticed, there are more than one boyfriend that you can pick from. In fact, there's 3 that you can pick from, which are all completely uniquely animated characters. And look at Skid and Pump. Never mind. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Creepy. Anyways, one critique I have with this game is it's a pain in the arse to install. B-sides kinda had this problem, but the minus mod was just very vague on how to install it. I had to copy the files and paste them into games folders, but like, it never specified where exactly, and you know, just let me install the full game and play it. I don't want to have to download all these files and replace the normal ones. It did say I didn't need to replace the original files, and that the mod would run anyways, but nope, the game just glitched out and crashed once I hit enter. Oh well. Ooh, yeah. Anyways, next off. In 4th place we have Cervantes Mid-Fight Masses by
Caroel_Anomal.
I don't even know at this point. It somehow looks so unique, yet blends well with the FNF characters. Like, this art looks straight out of a cartoon. But not just any cartoon, like one of those cartoons made by people who actually care about the show. Just look at Cervantes, the quote-unquote nun herself. She was designed off of Neapolitan ice cream and looks so cute. She apparently pretends to be a nun because people trust her more, which I find is an interesting detail. But she isn't the only one you'll be seeing this mod. Ralph the Runaway Criminal, Slender, I'm struggling with these names, I can't make this video. Also, this mod has 5 songs just like Hex's mod, and these tracks are all really good. It has really good detail, it has really good everything, and if you go to the free play menu and listen to the tracks in the menu, the camera shakes to the intense beat. This was a completely unnecessary detail, but that's what makes the mod so much more special than many others. Make more mods, please. I think your school would understand that your drawings going beep boop is more important than whatever you're learning. Anyways, enough jokes. On to number 3. Okay. People are gonna get mad that I rank this mod so much higher than the last one, but in 3rd place is the Sky mod by bbpanzu. Yes, I know it may not be as detailed or as well drawn as the Cervantes mod, but I don't care. This mod makes me so happy. The story is simple. It's about a girl named Sky, which is a character based off of the character made by BF's wife Forever. Sky does some sort of ritual thingy, which I'm assuming let her get into the game world of FNF, but who knows? Ooh. But after singing with BF, she realizes that he just doesn't want to break his relationship that he has already. Sky, understandably, gets a little bit pissed off that she spent so much effort to try to get with him, only for him to reject her. So she vents her frustration to BF via song form again. And oh my god, this song is so good. It's such a catchy tune to me, and I love how she gets pissed off after what I'm guessing is boyfriend insulting her in the lyrics. Even her idle animation changes mid-song to show her getting really pissed. And after completing the song, she crucifies girlfriend. And girlfriend still talks crap about Sky despite her literally having nails in her hands. And this crucifixion is extra painful because there's nothing to put her weight down on. I'm not saying girlfriend's fat, but something tells me your hands can't lift up a full body's weight in that position. I really don't like the whole, okay, now this is my final form, and then they blast you with BS difficulty. However, this mod is pretty self-aware about this, so I guess it's okay. And with that, we have broken the background, and everything is covered in blood red, which honestly looks way better than the white void in the first 2 songs. And after beating Sky, boyfriend retrieves girlfriend, and goes to a very super duper fancy deluxe restaurant. Yum. In 2nd place, we have Witty's mod. I bet most of the people who watched the previous video I made about FNF thought that this would be number 1 because I praised the week a lot, but nope. Anyways, since I spent a lot of time talking about this week, I'll probably keep it short. Witty's week starts off with him hiding away from girlfriend's evil father. However, boyfriend challenges him to a rap battle because he was curious about him and wanted to do a rap battle with someone in the city. And I must admit, Witty has so much detail put into his character. Even though he only stars in this one mod, even though he seems like he would be a character in other projects, but nope, he has an extensive backstory on his wiki page, and has loads of trivia about himself. Like, did you know Witty is asexual? And he was born in a facility made from many samples of DNA to be used as a doomsday device. Ooh, Poor dude. Anyways, as I said in the last video, the first song starts off with Boyfriend for a change, with Witty only following along because he has to. But after a short bit, Witty takes over the song with an extended verse. Now this is his song, which is the start of his increasing aggression as the week goes on. Now I don't like his second song that much. It's kind of boring to me, which nobody agreed with me on, but oh well, it's my opinion, you can have your own, I don't care. But in his third song, you can see that he has reached his boiling point. He's literally a bomb. It's fitting how he becomes super aggressive. Now, I don't like BS difficulty, yada 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 yada, but whatever, this song is amazing and challenging in a fun way. Now you can cheese the song if you mash the arrow keys all at the same time, since this mod doesn't punish you for doing that, however that's cheating. Now, hopefully Witty's mod gets a sequel, because I am honestly curious to see what happens to poor Witty after he loses. Other mods on this list had multiple creators, but this mod had many that were integral to the creation of this mod. But damn, it was probably worth it, because it turned out fantastic. But now, the number one mod, in my opinion, of Friday Night Funkin' is... In the number one place we have the Clay mod by Mrs. Boomer. Now, this mod is not perfect at all. It's a pain to install, it doesn't have any custom songs or characters, yada yada yada, but the reason it's so high is because of the amount of dedication this would have taken to make. Every single frame had to be modeled out of clay. Every single frame. I can't imagine how tedious that would have been to perform. Even making my new intro that was featured at the start of this video took me 2 weeks to create, so I can't imagine how much harder it would have been to make all these characters modeled in these unique positions. Drawing and animating is already hard to do, but this is a step and a half even further. But there's one fault about this mod. You know, now that I think about it, this is probably the worst mod on the list. Now, the more I think about this fault, the worser this mod seems. I probably shouldn't say this, but I have to get my word out. This mod, currently, it doesn't have Pixel Senpai. Trash mod, hate it, bottom of the list. Anyways, in all seriousness, this mod is the best, and probably will be the best for a decent amount of time. It's really hard to top off something that takes this amount of effort, and it's still being updated. I saw in the patch notes that some of the clay work had been redone to make it look better with better clay. So this isn't just a one-time thing, this is an actual passion project. Mrs. Boomer, I don't know how you did it, I don't know why you did it, but I'm glad you did it. Good job. Here's your virtual trophy. That's all I'm gonna give you. Grab your virtual trophy and go. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want me to have more than just 145 subs, hit that subscribe button and remember to comment some more mods I should try. And as I said, if I get 50 likes on this video, I will make a part 2 with your suggested FNF mods. Anyways, I'm just gonna be playing the minus mod again. Oh, those fishnets are so hot.